Hey there, I'm McKenna, and if you've been looking to save a little extra money this year, maybe for an emergency fund or a vacation, this is the video for you. Because Weekly's new fund goals makes this so easy to do, and today I'm going to show you how to set it up. So first, let's start by setting up a new goal. A common goal a lot of people may have is saving $1,000 in emergency fund. So here's how we're going to do it. First, we're going to create a fund. And for the sake of this, we're not going to have a beginning balance, but if you have some money saved already, you can put that number here, but we're going to be starting from scratch. So tap on add goal and then put in your amount. Now here you can set a target date or a target contribution, or you can just leave it blank. And I'm going to walk through each of these scenarios so you can get a better understanding. So if you set a target date, Weekly will automatically calculate the contribution amount that you need to make each week in order to meet your goal on time. If you're choosing how much you want to contribute on a weekly basis, what Weekly will do is calculate the time it will take for you to reach your goal in week periods. We do everything by the week here if you can't tell. Then you go ahead, you save your goal. And what's really cool is your first contribution is made right away. You'll see that at the bottom of the screen. And you can already see how close you are to reaching your goal. How cool is that? While these are two great options, you also don't have to pick these. If you're not sure you can make a continuous weekly contribution to your fund, that's fine too. You don't have to set a target date. You don't have to set a target amount. You can just create the fund, and then whenever you get maybe a little extra income, you can put it in there. Or my personal favorite is when I have money left over in my safe to spend, I take that and I put it into the fund. This is part 2, and we're gonna go over how to add a goal to a pre-existing fund. So what you're gonna do is tap on an existing fund. And for me, that is a camera that I'm saving for. Select add a goal, and my goal is going to be $1,400. Now, if you're already making a pre-existing weekly contribution to this fund, you are going to see a number auto-populate here. And then underneath that, there will be a date. And that is the date you are set to reach your goal with your current contribution. So for me, if I continue to make a $40 contribution, I will meet my goal of $1,400 on June 29th. But the date I actually want to reach my goal is September 28th. So then Weekly provides me with 2 different options underneath that. So I can either decrease my contribution to $25 a week, just about, in order to meet that September date, or I can keep my $40 contribution and adjust my goal date to the 29th of June. And if you don't have a weekly contribution already previously set up for this fund, that is not a problem at all here. If you have a target date you'd like to reach, you can input that and Weekly will tell you about how much you need to save each week in order to meet your goal by then. Or if you have a preferred contribution you'd like to make each week, you can input that number. And then from there, Weekly will tell you when you'll reach the goal by. And if neither of those are your cup of tea, that is completely fine. You can just set a goal amount. For me, $1,400, and then hit the check mark. That saves your goal and you can still track your progress. From there, just make a contribution whenever you can, whether it's extra income or if you want to roll over your safe to spend, you can do that as well. Fund goals are super flexible and super adaptable. However you like to save, however works best for your spending habits, what fits in your safe to spend, you can do that here. So now that we've set some goals for our funds, let's take a look at the fund detail page. Once your goal is set, you'll be able to monitor whether or not you're on track and any transactions from this page. So the progress ring is going to show you what percentage of meeting your goal you're at, and that little green badge right there lets you know that you're on track. Now it is possible to fall behind or get ahead on your goals, and here's why. You could fall behind if you are spending from the fund before you reach your goal. You could get ahead by making more contributions to your goal than you initially set out to. For example, if you're rolling over your safe to spend into a fund. And if you fall behind, do not worry. You can just tap on the goal, edit it, and readjust the parameters of that goal. You can change the contribution that you make or the goal date, and those 2 buttons at the bottom will make it so easy to get back on track. Now in part 4, we're going to talk about the funds list page. So the blue progress bar is going to show you how close you are to your goal amount. It's a great way to visualize your progress and keep that momentum going. Then, once you achieve your goal, you'll see a green notification and a trophy because honestly, you earned it. Fund goals are a great way to turn your savings dreams into a reality. And you're doing it 1 week at a time, which is amazing because that routine is going to build consistency. If you haven't already, I highly recommend you download Weekly today and start saving for what matters to you.